Hi guys, John here, Mr. forexfire. So in this video, we are going to go over what we call the rule of 30. What is the rule of 30? Why do we use it? And how do we calculate the rule of 30 in conjunction with the 3-box strategy? So we're going to head over to the chart. And when we head over to the chart, I'm going to show you a chart layout and give you the 1, 2, 3 system. And from there, when we go on to where we enter on the number 3 box, I'm going to explain in this video on what the rule of 30 is and what it does, given on the time frame that we are currently looking at. Okay, so we're just going to head to the chart. Just make this a bit bigger. Now, this is a trade I'm currently in. Okay, take a look, just bear with me. And it's only a small trade, I mean, just to show you. I've got 2 trades going at the moment because it is a Christmas week. Got 2 trades on a 0.01. I've closed a lot of the profit out, to be fair. I'm just letting it run risk-free now, as you can see from on the screen. Okay, so this is all risk-free. It is only penny trades, to be fair, but it's just showing you that the system works. Okay, so what we've got in front of us, if we just get the trusty old fire wand out, the forexfire fire wand. So the general preference is, we spoke about this, we're on the 1 hour time frame, and I'm going to run through briefly what this bit is, what the chart layout means on the 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going, once we get to the number 3, I'm going to explain what the rule of 30 is. Okay, so we've identified a break of structure from the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so this was this pullback. This was the impulse drive from out of that pullback of a downtrend. So this is the high, the low. We've got the buy side liquidity, the sell side liquidity. So this is box number 1. So we've identified we are on the 1 hour time frame. So that is number 1. Box 1 will always contain your impulse drive from a breaker structure on whatever given time frame. So this is box 1 identified. Once you've identified your box, you are identifying your buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity. Okay, from there, we then can instantly identify the order block for box number 2. So you've got a 3-step process. You've got 1, 2, 3 box method. Okay, box number 2 will contain your order block, whether on this instance, if we are waiting for the pullback to come back from a downtrend, the order block will be the last buy before the sell. If we are on an uptrend, then the order block will be the last sell before the buy. Okay, so this is block number 2, right? Now, that's your 2 boxes drawn out. Now, as you are getting this pulling back in again on the 1 hour time frame, okay, the one thing you can do, like I say, we've got the order block, and this is where you'll generally enter from an order block aspect. I would generally set an alert by scrolling along just below the order block and hitting here. Okay, you can add your alert there. So once price is driving up, okay, so once your price, let's just do the bar replay. Let's take a look. See if I can get the bar replay in. So what will happen is, as your price is driving up, okay, and we've got the alarm set here, as it comes up and the price bounces up and it's touched into here, you'll get an alert to see there's an alarm to tell you to come and have a look at the trade. This will give you time to sort of get in and look from the aspect of box number 2. Right now, when you go on to box number 3, which is going to be the definitive area of entry, okay, just get rid of this. When it comes to the rule of 30, the rule of 30 Make this bigger. So the rule of 30 is basically your time frame, okay, is your time frame. So let's say this is the 1 hour, okay, it's the 1 hour time frame, and then you're going to multiply, you're going to multiply by 60, because there is 60 minutes in an hour, okay? So you're going to multiply it by 60. And then from there, you need to divide it by 30. Okay, so when we did this earlier, we've got the 1 hour times by the 60 is obviously just going to be 60, okay? And then you're going to divide it by the 30, which gives you 2, okay? That's on this instance. Now, when you do that, it's going to give you a 2-minute entry. So if I go down to a 2 minute, you will see I'm looking for an order block area, this here, the order block area, and we would have to anticipate a breaker structure, a return for the entry to get in, and then we would ride to the TP areas on the structure point of the 2 minutes, okay? So again, once you get your box 1 and you've got your structure point, your high, your low, you are then having the order block. So box number 1 and box number 2, you can identify instantly from a swing point, okay? So you're boxing those up. You are then on your box number 2 identifying your last buy, in this instance, the last buy before the sell. You are creating your order block across the top for your box number 2, which is here, okay? You are then going to set an alert just below that order block to alert you when to come back to look at the trade. Now, when you're doing that, you wait for the push up and then the push back out of the order block. That is just to tell you it's coming to mitigate into that area. You are then going to use the entry upon the order block of the area that's entered into this number 2, okay? You might want to watch this video back a little bit, but as you can see from here, we've got a risk to reward nearly 1 to 12. At the moment, it's already given a payout of just under 6% profit. Again, I only risk around about 0.25%. I've got a risk-free trade now, which it's going to give around about 13% profit, sorry. So the rule of 30, once you hit into that order block that you predefined and created an alert, the calculation for the rule of 30 is the time frame. So this is the 1 hour, and you multiply by 60 divided by 30, okay? So let's say you were looking at, just do another calculation for you. Let's say you are looking at the time frame, because I will only ever use this on the 1 hour, 4 hour, and then possibly a daily, not often a daily, 1 hour and 4 hours. So let's say the 4 hour, okay? So then you're looking at 4 hours times by 60, 240, okay? So that's going to give you equals, so your 4 hour times by your 60 minutes, okay? This is going to give you, times by your 60 minutes, that's going to give you 240, okay? And then you're going to divide your 240 by 30, which is the rule of 30. So you divide the 240 by 30. So you need to go down to an 8-minute chart, okay? So that would mean equals 8-minute entry, okay? Now, I'll put this calculation below in the description on this. This is just a short sort of video just to explain the calculation on that. That is your 4 hour. Okay. Now, if you went to time frame, it will be a daily. Let's take a look. Just see if I can get this to a 24 hour. I don't know if this one's going to go on time by 60. Okay, divided by 30. You need to go on a 48. I do believe that's a 48-minute one. But again, what I would tend to do, I would just stick to the 1 hour, and just delete that off. I would just stick to the 1 hour and 4 hour time frames, to be fair, because again, if you then go into the daily, you're going to be looking at massive swing events. Okay, so that's the rule of 30. You draw out your box based upon the swing, which is box 1, and then you can do box 2 instantly from where the swing point is, whether it's on the high or the low, which depend on which way you're waiting for this to go. Okay, when you get the order block marked out on box 2, create your alert line just below that order block. So when you get the alert, you can then get ready for when you need to do box number 3. Once you get the touch for box number 3, this is when we start looking at the rule of 30. And the calculation, again, just to read through it for you guys, is if you're on the 1 hour time frame, which is what I ended this one on, the 1 hour is times by 60. It's obviously just going to be 60 divided by the 30. This is going to give you a 2-min entry. So you're looking at the 2-minute entry on the chart. Okay. Again, if you were on the 4 hour and you had that impulse drive move and you got your box number 1, that was your impulse. Okay. Your order block was on the top. Draw your order block on the 4 hour. Your entry on the chart you need to look for is, once you set your alert and it hits that, you're then looking at the 4 hours times by the 60 minutes in an hour. That's going to give you 240 minutes. You divide that by the 30, and that's going to give you, you need to then drop down to the 8-minute chart. And all you've got to do, when you click in the middle of the chart, hit number 8, it changes the interval. Don't press anything, just hit the number 8, change interval to 8 minutes, hit enter. That will change your chart down to an 8 minutes. And likewise, if you wanted a 2-minute chart, again, all you would need to do is just click the number 2 and it changes the interval. Okay, so that's it for that, guys. If you need any further help or assistance, just reach out to me, comment in the YouTube channel, and I'll get on to it. If you need that little bit more help on a one-on-one, I can do that as well. If you're not already in the Discord, because again, this will be inside of my Discord as well as on the YouTube channel. We've got so much more going on inside of here. And this method, again, got to give props out to Anton at Mentfx. Been following that guy for a long time now, and this just refines your area on a Wyckoff system. Basically, it's doing phenomenally well. Again, if I just to reiterate to you guys, we have a look, we can see, even though I'm in penny profits, I've closed out a lot of this trade at the moment, to be fair, and now just running risk-free. Okay, so that's just to show you it does work, and it works really, really well. One more time, rule of 30, that's what this video is, the rule of 30. I will always trade this on the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame. Draw out our boxes. 1 hour, if you work on the 1 hour time frame, you just multiply by 60 divided by your 30. You're going to be working on your entry on the 2-minute chart, and then on the higher time frame on the 4 hour, times it by 60 divided by 30, you would work your entry from the 8 minute. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Again, if you need further help, just give me a shout. I'm always here to help as many people as I can, and hopefully if you're not already in the Discord, we'll get you sorted with that as well. Okay guys, see you later.